Hello, it's Diana from dianamarchand.com, and welcome to this video. I'm doing this video on some really healthy foods that you can include into your day and how to what to do with them. Now I'm doing two videos, live and my video that I'm going to be recording just for YouTube and stuff. So I may be looking at a couple different places if anybody wonders. So that's what's happening here. All right. And I'm just going to share this over to another Facebook group here. So I'm just going to take a minute here to do this so it can be streaming in two places at the same time. And I ended up with a lot of food here to kind of go over because once I got started picking things, I was just like, oh, I need to include this and in this and this. Include in your day and what to do with them. Okay, now we're going to be going. Now it's happening. All right. So let me see my video down here. Okay, now I got a few things. So let me see where to start. Could be with breakfast maybe. And you've heard me talk about breakfast before. So I am just going to go over what I usually have. Where's my chia? Usually I get up in the morning and I have lemon with hot water. And sometimes I add a bit of turmeric to it. Now, if you're using turmeric to eat in that way, like with the lemon and the hot water in the morning, please, please use a really good organic turmeric. Don't just buy some cheap stuff, right? So I have turmeric usually with hot water. I may add if you're adding turmeric, add some coconut oil. There's my coconut oil. Add a bit of pepper, that helps it to absorb too. And then I love adding ginger, so some fresh ginger root to it. And of course the lemon juice, what else? And a bit of honey or maple syrup you can add to it too. Otherwise, first thing in the morning, always though, I have my hot water, warm water with lemon, organic lemon juice. That's what I have first thing in the morning. You can also add some apple cider vinegar. Now when using apple cider vinegar, this is Bragg's, my favorite one. And it is, please buy the one with the mother. You got to make sure that it is the apple cider vinegar with the mother, the live enzymes. And this is great for gut health too. You can actually use it like a digestive enzyme. You can mix about, depends on how big your glass is, half a tablespoon of apple cider vinegar or a cap or two in a glass of water and a little bit of water and chug that down before you eat. And that can work like a digestive enzyme too. It also works if somebody's suffering from constipation, have a bit in your water throughout the day, just good for any digestive distress. And it's very high alkaline, so you can add it in the water in the morning or you can add it through your water throughout the day. So I usually have that first thing in the morning. Then I have one or the other first. I have my green smoothie, always, I have two a day, two. And then I will have, sometimes I have my chia gel and grapefruit before or after. Chia gel. But here's the live chia. You guys have seen the chia, dried chia, right? That's dried chia. You mix it with water, and then it becomes chia gel. This is really high. This is just some mixed in water. Really high in, antioxidants, calcium, protein. It's complete protein. It's really good for your digestive system. It helps for endurance, for energy. What else was I going to say about it? Very high in essential fatty acids, and it's great for the digestive system. So tons of chia. If also you suffer from constipation or any type of bowel issues, lots of chia is really good for that. So that with grapefruit is excellent. So if you're somebody who is like, oh, I need to lose a bit of weight, that's what I suggest for your breakfast. Grapefruit, blueberries with your chia gel, and lots of that. First thing in the morning, of course, after your water and stuff. And a green smoothie, always green smoothie. Well, that's it. Now in your green smoothies, now you guys know I've talked about this so many times. I'm not going to show it all now, just some super powders. This is wheatgrass. You can use chlorella, or what I suggest, if you're just starting out, if you're new to this and you're like, I don't want to buy all those things, and like a whole bunch of super powders, buy a mixed green powder. Go to a good health food store, buy a good mixed green powder. Right? Add that to your smoothie, about a half a teaspoon to start till you get used to the flavor, then add more, right? When you're more used to it. Or I have chlorella. I have a whole bunch of ones here. There's ones like ashwagandha, which is specific. It's good for stress. It's good antioxidants. It's good for energy. So that's a good one for women. It's great for any time of PMS or going through menopause or perimenopause. Also, another superpower that's a little different is Camu Camu, and it's extremely high in vitamin C. So this is one where you can take, I don't take vitamin C supplements, but I do take lots of Camu Camu, probably about a teaspoon maybe in my smoothie every day, about that. And when I feel like I don't really get colds or anything, but that's because I take a lot of this. So that's what helps, I believe. So in your smoothies, you're going to do, protein powder. People ask me about, this is the protein powder I use right now. There's raw vegan meals and raw vegan protein powders, and Sun Warrior that's really, really good too. This happens to be the one I use right now. And I like it. It doesn't upset my stomach. It feels good. It's a mix of different proteins. And it's sprouted, so perfect. It's vegan. All right, so goji berries. Now, some people know about these and some people don't. This is a little bag I bought at a health food store. And these are, I would suggest if you're buying goji berries, please go to a good place and buy them. Don't just buy them off in the bulk in a grocery store. Don't buy them at certain places. If you buy them at a Chinese health herbalist or one of those places, they often have the type that they soak and that they use in teas. So they're extremely hard. And I don't like the taste of them at all. So I go to a good health food store and I get the good goji berries. They're a bit softer. They taste better. Now, how can you use goji berries, right? How can you use goji berries? Well, you can use them, how I like to use them, is just eat them like a snack in it, like a trail mix. You can also steep them in hot water. So the Chinese have used them in a tea. They've made a tea with it. So these are extremely, I wrote down some of the things for goji berries. Let me just read that. They're, that's not the nutrients. Friggin' forgot the nutrients. Just a minute. Damn it. Did I write it down? Did I write it down? Did I write it down? Goji berries. Fiber, antioxidants, vitamins, of course, trace minerals and minerals, phytonutrients, beta carotene, vitamin C, iron, potassium, and calcium, just to name a few things for the goji berries. So you can use them soaked in hot water like a tea. I have them just floating in my water sometimes, and then they plump up and then they get fresh in my water, and then I'll actually drink them right in my water like that. You can put them in a raw dessert. If you make granola bars or any type of raw desserts or power energy balls or any of those, goji berries can go in that. And another way, super easy way to add them is blend them in your smoothies. Blend them in your smoothies. Super way. And mix them up in a trail mix with raw pumpkin seeds, Brazil nuts. I have a Brazil nut in here. Brazil nuts are really high in selenium, so yeah, that's what's great. We don't get selenium in too many foods, but Brazil nuts, so you can have mixed with Brazil nuts, almonds, pumpkin seeds, things like that. Great for trail mix. I also make my own granola. And so here's just some of my granola. You can put goji berries after it's cooked. Don't cook goji berries because you're going to kill the nutrients, right? So you can put them in your granola afterwards. You can add them to a smoothie bowl, right? You can add them to a smoothie bowl. Love smoothie bowls. And of course, add them to your granola. I'm not a fan of yogurt, but if someone has kefir or yogurt or something like that, and mixed berries, add goji berries to that. You can add the goji berries to your, in the morning, your chia gel and fruit, the chia gel and grapefruit. Love that in the morning with a few goji berries in it too. So you want to find ways to throw these things in that are fast, simple, and easy. And so far, the stuff I've talked about is very fast and simple. The chia gel with the fruit, you can make that up a few days ahead of time. You can make it up the night before and have it in the fridge for you for your morning. Fast and easy to grab. You can also add hemp seeds to it, right? You can add a few pumpkin seeds or something to it. Medjool dates are something, if somebody has a really good sweet tooth, medjool dates, they're a special kind of date. They have the pit in them, high in potassium, high in fiber, good for iron. And they're great in your smoothies. Now, what I like about this is because bananas don't agree with me. So what I do is I add a date into my smoothies, and it gives the sweeter flavor. You can flavor your sweeten your smoothie bowls if you're not having a lot of bananas in them, because my stomach doesn't like bananas. You can flavor it with the sweetness with this. Same with like a chocolate smoothie when you're using you can use protein powder, green powders, blueberries, spinach and all that, cacao powder, which is high in magnesium and antioxidants. And you can soak the medjool dates, take the pit out, add those to sweeten anything. And you can use them in all raw desserts and blend them with a bit of water and take the pits out, blend them in a high-speed blender, and it makes like an icing or like a paste that you can use in all your baking too. Okay, what else we got here? Flax seeds. Now here's some just whole flax. You can ground flax seeds, of course. Some people add them to their smoothies. I find it really thick. Add it to your baking. Add it to any raw dessert, just a bit. Because these are something that really do help. They're so high in fiber and essential fatty acids, and they also help balance your blood sugar levels, as well as they're really good for your hormonal balance, right? And same with chia gel, extremely good for that. Avocados. Avocados are one of the best foods you can eat. You do not need to buy these organic. Same with chia. So you don't have to worry about having to buy it, although they're about the same price now. Avocados, you can do these in numerous ways. If your avocado's getting too soft and you're not sure what to do with it, mix it in a bowl with some lemon juice or lime juice, maybe some fresh herbs or whatever. Just get the lemon juice or lime juice in it, like a bit of a guacamole. You can put that in the fridge when you're ready to have as a spread or as a dressing, because that'll keep it for longer. You can thin it with a bit of water. Not many people do that with water. You can use any seasoned herb blends and make a salad dressing out of it. You can also use a bit of oil with it. Someone wants to use olive oil with it and make more of a mayo, a smooth mayo to spread on things, or as a salad dressing too. So don't let your avocados go to waste. Blend them in your smoothies. I don't like them in a smoothie, but some people do. Add them to your salads, of course, and you can flavor avocado mash with chili powder, cumin, and those salt and pepper and stuff, and make like a chili flavored, and use it as a lettuce wrap with sprouts or greens. Now, buckwheat is something that not many people know what to do with except cook it, but you can sprout buckwheat. Look up sprouting buckwheat. Not going to explain it here. You can sprout buckwheat and also use it in raw desserts, but we're not going to talk about raw crackers and stuff. Also, like rice in a stir fry. It is really low on the glycemic index. It has magnesium and manganese, and it's good for high fiber. It's good for minerals. It's good for nutrients, and it's higher in protein. So when you sprout it, you really brings up the protein power in it and all the nutrients that it has in it, and you can use it like rice, and it takes like no time at all to soften. Saute veggies, add some sprouted buckwheat to it, warm it up, add your seasonings, a little bit of Bragg's or coconut aminos. So good, really, really good. Coconut oil, very good. It's really good, sprouted. To use like rice. Chickpeas are another thing that make sure you buy organic if you're buying the canned. Now, these are fantastic. You can smash them with a fork and you can flavor it. Kind of like what I was talking about the avocado. Chickpeas, their flavor goes well with almost anything. So if you want something like, you want to have a stuffing for a wrap or a collard wrap or a lettuce wrap, or you want something to spread on celery or carrots, you know, for a healthier, denser, heavier snack. You can mash. You don't even need a food processor. You can mash it. You can add some cumin. You can add some garlic powder. You can add some onion powder. You can add even some chili powder if you want. So think about ways you can flavor it to add it, just like you would a hummus. You can put tahini in it and just use your fork. Mash it. Add a bit of water or oil to thin it. And there you go. It's a really fast, super, and adding cilantro to it is really, really good too. A little bit of paprika. Excellent. So chickpeas can be roasted, just like you would roast veggies. So you can add a bit of oil and a bit of seasoning, any type of seasoning. You can flavor these any way you want. Roast them in the oven, and they will come out a little harder. After they're roasted, they're great added to salads. They're good eaten as a snack, and they're also good hot. And then chickpeas can also be good. Think about it in any soup, of course, and any chili vegetarian thing. Also in stir fries. You don't even think about that. People who don't eat meat, add them to stir fries. Give them more of a meaty texture, right? So chickpeas are excellent to add and use in so many things. Now, walnuts. I soak my walnuts. Here they are. They've been soaked. Releases the enzyme inhibitors, so you actually absorb all the nutrients from the walnuts. As well, it makes them softer, less bitter. Now, walnuts are excellent, again, to add to stir fries, to add to cooked veggies. Same with these. So if you're somebody who's vegan and you want to get more substance, sometimes you just don't feel like veggies, well, add some of these things like like these soaked walnuts, which have more of a meaty texture to them. You can also blend walnuts in a food processor. Add everything like you would making, like if you had hamburger and you're flavoring it like chili, right? All the chili type spices, paprika, chili powder, cumin, salt, pepper, a little bit of hot sauce, lime juice, whatever you want to do. Flavor this up, and it's fantastic in lettuce wraps or anything. But walnuts are great added to salads, stir fries, anything like that. Add a little bit of meatiness, like a heaviness to your meal, to just vegetables and salads, right? And this brings me to what I did last night. This is what's like a blended salad. I'll show you in here and in here. It has like a lot of vegetables kind of pre-chopped in a food processor. So pulse. So it's fast and easy, let me tell you. And I just throw it in a big bowl like this. And then I make my own salad dressing. Now you can add chickpeas to this. You can add walnuts to this. You can add, right now this one has almonds and sunflower seeds, but you can add pumpkin seeds. So you can add, and this can be your base for like 4 or 5 days. It doesn't have cucumbers, it does not have bell peppers, and it does not have tomatoes because they go bad fast. So we have cabbage in here, we have kale, parsley, broccoli, cauliflower, carrots. That's what I have in here. And then, like I said, you can add your nuts and seeds, and you make a dressing or make a different dressing every day. I don't care, but whatever. You can add things to it. So each day you can have kind of this base, but add something else to it and have a bit of a different salad, right? You can even cook this. No cucumber in it. So it's totally fine to saute. So it's almost like a thick rice kind of texture. And saute that with some garlic and some ginger and a bit of flavoring. Coconut oil, really, really good, right? So always have something like that done, even if it's just roughly chopped veggies. So much faster throughout the week, so much faster. And tahini is also a great thing. It's not something you really need, but it makes really good salad dressings, makes good hummus, makes good dips. It's great on carrots. It's just something you could have too. It's really high in calcium. So sesame seeds are high in calcium. You can make a lot of good raw energy balls and stuff with this. And of course, the almond butter. These are just organic ones. They're not raw. And what else do I have here? I think I've covered a lot. Coconut oil. Oopsie. Coconut oil can also be used for sunscreen, a light sunscreen in the summer. I actually mix it. If you know what cacao butter is, I forgot mine here. Cacao butter is the fat of the cacao bean. You can mix coconut oil and cacao butter together and make your own sunscreen. I do that all the time. You can also mix it as a body butter, just more coconut oil. Cacao butter is really hard. Coconut oil, I put in my bath. Actually, I put cacao butter in it too. And that will, especially in the winter, great for softer skin. You can use this on your skin, totally. It's just a lot more oily. You can use it as a body butter, stuff like that. Use it as butter. So if you have steamed veggies or sauteed veggies, I always put coconut oil. You can put coconut oil if someone's having a muffin or anything like that. Use coconut oil instead of butter. So that's one thing that's great about it. Just buy a good coconut oil. Make sure it's virgin or extra virgin for sure. This one's in a glass one, which is always better. I add it to my drink in the morning, like I said, when I'm making my turmeric drink, coconut oil. I add it, you can make bulletproof coffee. So that's the coffee mixed with the coconut oil. You can mix that and a bit of honey, cinnamon, depends on what else you want to add, almond milk, and blend that up and make a frothy coffee first thing in the morning. What else do I use this for? I think I had all these ideas written down and I'm not even reading them. Toothpaste. I make my own toothpaste. Coconut oil and baking soda. More baking soda than coconut oil. And you can make your own toothpaste. And I use that. What else do I use it for? Yep, that's good. And cooking with it, of course, using it in a frying pan. Any sautés, lentils, anything you want that you would add regular oil to, add coconut oil. Better for you. All right. And I just want to talk about something because not that they're healthy. Rice cakes. These are lindrums. This is seaweed and tamari. When you're buying rice cakes, don't buy the flavored ones. Like this is the seaweed and tamari. It's totally fine. But don't buy like the the butterscotch or whatever they have out there. They have a million flavored rice cakes because they're full of what? Fake flavorings, full of preservatives, full of toxins, full of junk. So if you're buying rice cakes, they are not a meal. They don't have any nutrients in them. You use them as a vehicle for healthy stuff on top of them, right? That's what they're used for. Don't consider them really a food because they're really not. So don't just eat rice cakes. Use them to put on your hummus or on your avocado and tomato, and sprouts is one thing I love on them. So something like that. Okay, sauerkraut. Make your own sauerkraut. I have a video on YouTube, super fast and easy. It will show you make your own sauerkraut. You can add it in anything. You can add, before you eat a soup, you can add it in a soup. When you're making a stir fry, add it in a stir fry. I add it in pretty much every single salad that I eat. I add sauerkraut to it. It is great for your gut, really good for gut health. So get more sauerkraut. Lasts in your fridge. Make a big batch. Lasts a long time. And what else do I add it to? Yeah, that is it. That is my video on foods that I suggest you add to your day, and some suggestions on what to do with them. You might have to watch the video again. If anybody has any more ideas for videos, or if I've missed something really important in this, please post below or comment. And of course, there's always going to be foods I miss, because there are many, many healthy, fantastic foods you can include in your day that make a big difference. Sometimes it's just knowing what to do with them and how to prepare. And that's what I'm here for. So if you're interested in getting any help, support, guidance, please check out my site, dianamarchand.com, and make sure you are part of my Facebook community, Women Creating Healthy Lives. See you there. Bye-bye. Thanks for watching, you guys. Thanks for watching. Any comments below if you want any more videos or any suggestions for me, what for me to cover or do or have a recipe for, post in my Facebook group or tag me. Bye-bye. Oh my God, I can't. Sorry, can't finish the video.